Welcome everybody, here's your strategy wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3. Welcome back to our Mexican Republic in 1882 and welcome back with a new president after the passing of our former legendary Mexican hero Benito Juarez, and now we have President Valeriano Caserta from the Intelligentsia. He's an honorable man, a master bureaucrat, inspirational orator and imposing. Definitely an impressive man. With 63, he is not done yet, in my opinion. There will be a couple of years, hopefully, ahead for him to lead our country into a prosperous future and to continue with Juarez's work in the beginning. However, things are obviously recently are quite wild, since we're facing revolutions from all sides, giving the major change in the society that had happened in the last years. I have some understanding, or I understand where it's coming from. In particular, we saw, GDP also rose a lot. However, recently with the war with the US and so the revolution, maybe we're a little bit sidewards, but it will push again, I'm pretty sure. With the standard of living has decreased, I guess, through the loss of Nevada, where a lot of gold mines and low population pushed it up. Plus, the migration that is basically changing the country right now, since the population of Mexico has increased a lot. Let's have a quick overview, since we basically got the multiculturalism out. If you want to have a look at the population chart, we can have a quick look to see where people are coming from. I mean, I love these charts. That's why quickly on, especially migration, I like in Victoria a lot. So I have always a look. I think we checked it last time already, but yeah, here you see we do have Spanish, South Italians, Germans, Aborigine, Danish, North Italians, Galicians, and so forth incoming. That definitely changed the structure of our country. And therefore, I understand that there's a little bit of counter revolution going on. This time coming from the top, actually. We have a revolution that wants basically from the petit bourgeois, but actually, no, just the agitator. Basically from the industrialists that are very unhappy right now. They're only very unhappy because we try to push through elected bureaucrats. Are we trying to push it through? It was also only a countermeasure to counter this revolution from the Catholic side, which seemed to be way more dangerous. But yeah, all the other groups kind of like this. So we gotta observe, we are in between revolutions, one from the church, now one from the industrialists. But this is not necessarily the matter we're gonna power through. Let's see where we go, and maybe moods calm down, maybe events and so forth change also a lot. So yeah, plus 15% is quick, so I will not fight a revolution, a civil war for that. And also there was no requirement to, there was nobody asking to push elected bureaucrats through. So just in case, if you didn't know, they want wealth voting. If you start starting to push through wealth voting now, and then you would stop the process, they would even get more radicalized since you stop this. But there is no interest group demanding this necessarily, so this is pretty at least from what I think, unproblematic. So much about the pre-words. Just see that we have a convoy problem a little bit. Maybe this will change, but just in case, because I just saw that, gonna push out some more harbors. Just in case. And I see there's a couple of states where we don't even have any harbors, so I think this is something that should be done, definitely, yeah. We have a long coastline, come on, why not? At least one harbor per thing would be nice. Okay, let's do that. And one more thing, more from a detailed situation. I had a little bit of a look right now, and just what sprung into my eyes, since basically was driving around, I saw a wood industry in Yucatan, and I checked once again the Yucatan rainforest. There has been a massive problem for us with our wood production. I haven't been doing any hardwood, while they get a bonus on hardwood over here. So full concentration on hardwood in Yucatan. Let's see, we are selling it basically. How this is going to influence our wood situation. Well, fertilizer is a problem right now, but we're building them, the plants. Now wood is still fine, so I think this will be okay. So yeah, that's it for the moment, to be honest. Apart from this, sure, we have of course, still the problem that at some point we might face the Americans coming again for California. But apart from this, we annexed Costa Rica. El Salvador, we cannot do yet. We're doing quite fine. I'm quite happy at the moment. Yeah, let's just keep going and see where we can go to, where we're heading to, and so forth. Of course, then, yeah, sorry, this is like a really strong, long disclaimer today, or start into the episode. Of course, Panama would be also quite tempting for us to take, since, yeah, building the Panama Channel might give us some more wealth and, yeah, control here of make us the Central American power. I'm kind of considering this. We have a defensive pact with Chile. I mean, of course, what I fear is that immediately once we would start this, the US would join in, and then yeah, we'll lose California in the end. So basically, looking forward to go for Panama or something might be a thing once we have lost California, or the US lost the claim on California. Both viable options. And then I feel like once we... Are we close? We're no, not close to being a great power right now, but also not fully super far. Then we might even consider pushing our markets a little bit more down, yeah, to South America. Okay, so much about this. Long story short, let's get in together and see where we're going, since there is obviously a lot to do. Also, a little bit of a financial problem, which I couldn't understand last time, since the investment pool is high up. Maybe waterways that are being built by the private funds don't count. Probably they don't count to private investments. So once this is done here in Jalisco, by the way, here with the river, unfortunately I don't know the name of this river, blowing up to up to San Luis Potosí. Here it makes actually kind of sense that we might do a little bit on our river system over here. Apart from this, yeah, this is something we have to worry about, have to have a look at, but since we also saved up some money before, it's also okay for the moment to wait for some time and see where this goes. So what is the change in the logging camps having a massive impact now? Minus 13% wood. Yeah, we can export more. Definitely we should, since... Ooh, the Brits won that badly. No, Germans, the Dutch, French, Venezuela. Maybe not North Grand 19, maybe not, because I want to go there, you know, as we just talked about it. Let's see how this is going to develop. Do we need, actually, with the Brits, the good thing is for the Brits, we don't even need the transports. That's beauty. But was still pretty cheap, so actually let's go for the others too. Even they have their own production. It is what it is. We could even export to Russia. But before that, of course, we have another revolutionary event, as so often in the last years. The country is not coming down. So belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Nicaragua. And it's always in Nicaragua. What is wrong with down there? Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. A whiff of grape shot saved the day once and can be done again. I'm telling you, we need to show strength right now. Strength? Ha! Bullets are an admission of weakness. We need to talk, show that we're not afraid. That's how we'll get them. I kind of definitely go with this option. I do. How many people live, but just by pure... Oh my god. Just by pure numbers. Let's have a quick look. How many people live in Nicaragua? Only 500,000. So, they are right radical, but... Is this so important? Over here, minus 10%, of course, gives us some more time. Normally I would have been the second one, but this time, just because I think this is better for us. And we were lucky. Minus 10%, so we have some more time to go. Some more stuff to happen. Yeah, also here, I totally forgot, like, this was also some of the last time that we have this communist social movement also in the country, that a council republic had some support, very high support. So yeah. And by the way, I think it looks like I've been right, since now after the finalization here of the waterways. Are we waterway? Yeah. The fund is being used again and going down. Of course, Yeah, it's a total minus still, but until then our economy might grow a lot also, so I think it's good. It's acceptable right now. And here you see somehow our former war economy recovers. God, Cuba is always quite good province, to be honest, and most holy moly. Cuba is here really industrialized, or glassworks, paper mill, that's impressive. That might be also something that we're looking for. And for the first time, in a very long time, we do have a halfway happy Catholic Church. Yeah. Okay, we go. A publishing committee prosecutions. A committee of publishers associated with the industrialists that produce incendiary pamphlets has been brought before the courts. This agglomeration of dangerous men must be stopped. We must take from the means of provoking the mob and reduce these arrogant fools to to their true proportions, to their role as little more than obscure conspirators and criminals. Yeah, I think we're gonna let them go. They're harmless. I don't want the industrialists to grow a lot, to be honest. So, and it's just actually helping us to keep them smaller. Wargaming unlocked, yeah, or we saw that our army needs to be a little bit modernized, so we get better training rates over here, and army offensive. Let's see, do we have to continue with military? It might be actually not necessary. Quickly do the war propaganda as well. The next time when we fight, we have to fight the Americans, I want to be at least technologically even. I mean, battalion wise, it's okay. Defensively, maybe we can do it. Defeat admitted. Philip, now we're in the elected bureaucrats. Felipe Tovilla's argument have been publicly defeated, forcing him to turn his gaze to more advantageous things. He was the agitator down here. Okay. A faction in the intelligentsia have thrown their weight behind the elected bureaucrats' law. Oh, very well. I dare you say shall be deaf to. I dare say you shall be deaf to me of silver-tongued devil. Just like that. Just like that. As it is useless to fight a river's current, so it is wise with counsel. But I don't want the petit bourgeois, to be honest, to be too big. You see, it's just him, and who is Felipe Tovilla's? Just the agitator down here. Celebrations are in order. Currently, the petit bourgeois is really, really happy. 5 years interest group attraction. I mean, they're always very reactionary in terms of human rights and so forth, but we are basically have pushed it anyways quite a lot. And they're still happy, at least at the moment. The thing is, we don't necessarily need to push this. Anyways, we're still gonna go with it. Yeah, I think so. %, still very high. That's wealth voting. Definitely don't want to have wealth voting. Is there anything we can... How about a tax cut? Nah, can't really afford it. Let's see, we still have, yeah, of course, in the new provinces we have the highest unrest, and I have through, since the Catholic Church likes us at the moment, we have a couple of authority left, so... Where do we go? What do you call it? We can't, maybe because we have freedom of speech, we can't even fight them down. And let's do emergency reliefs, maybe to buy them. Violent suppression, it's here. Oh, we can. Costa Rica, cannot. But Nicaragua, yeah, and here you get emergency relief, okay. Let's have a look. Where is it? Still the centers or Shaka? Yeah, here in central Mexico, Guatemala, sure. People are quite mad at the moment, but let's see. The rebels' doctor. A doctor in Rio Grande has been caught aiding wounded dissidents and revolutionaries. His aid isn't just helping his patients, but is emboldening the entire rebel movement. The doctor's defense attorney leaned back, nursing a small headache. The medical man had proven impossible to work with. His attempts at defense had just dug a deeper hole for himself. His waffling was painful, and his refusal to trust his counsel or even his kinfolk had ruined his chances of getting a lighter sentence. His persistent denials had served to only make his name mud. Academic pops in Rio Grande is not so populated, right? Yes, so we're definitely gonna have to investigate the medical profession in Rio Grande for sympathizers. That's what we're gonna do. The good thing is the Catholic Church is also slowly recovering with these changes, so maybe at some point when we stop this we won't have that many counter radicals anymore. Yeah. Meantime, we're building here our fertilizer plants. That's nice to see. Are they... Like, we definitely need more sulfur. And if we can increase our production, yeah. From Russia and Austria-Hungary and the Netherlands, okay. Basically everybody a bit. Yeah, Max really has reduced the... also the mod, the sulfur production capacities, or the where it is actually happening, since actually in the 19th century it was quite a rare good. And here these bird poop I forgot the name, damn it. These bird poop colonies here in South America, in Chile and so forth, were wow, I should know that, just only Pacific. That's why they were quite relevant and were important back in the day. So he lowered the amount in resources or reserves in other countries and everywhere, like all over the place. So sulfur is quite scarce, at least here. Okay, the rubber rush is back. Interesting. In Jalisco, migration attraction of Mexico gets. In Mexico, we need to grow Mexico City, of course. Is it Mexico as us, or are we talking Mexico state? State, yeah. Caution, we don't want to exhaust this soil some more. And there we go. Now we have the weird. We had it before. Now we're gonna go to Jalisco. Yeah, I don't want to double have. Yeah, we had this event where it jumped through the country. I don't know. Since when you deny it and it pops up somewhere else. But it's beautiful somehow to see how slowly here, like, a lot of stuff is happening here in Veracruz. Oh my god, here is one of the centers apparently of the industrialists. Yeah. Sitting here at the beach, trading with Europe, getting richer and richer. And one of the agitators has died. That's probably nice. Yeah. Probably also, as we just saw, the support went down. But still 14%, 14%. If they continue with the speed, I'm pretty sure we have to stop elected bureaucrats. Okay. Oil shortage, okay. Let's bring in some more oil from Chile. Austria-Hungary, I mean, we need the oil basically at the moment just for gas lights, I think. Also, we need some more ironclads, okay. And rubber is expensive. Let's definitely then use some of our rubber plantations, since we can also export it and so forth and extend our rubber. Wood can be improved, yes. And the rubber, yeah. We haven't built that many, to be honest. And we have also peasants available to deal with it. So actually we fully max out it, at least in Mexico. Max out in Mexico. Ta-da. And everywhere else I'm slowly building up the capacities. Yeah, I mean, you see we need more workers, of course, but I hope that the worldwide demand is also growing, so I'll try to start exporting also some of the rubber, of course. That's the main goal. What are we doing in our construction, by the way? Ooh, okay. A lot of other things still in the program. Maybe before we start with universities and paper mills and coal mines, okay? Deal, yeah, I also had a couple of plans before we come here with our rubber and harbor program. Coal mines, yeah, coal is also still a thing. They were all like rightfully at the place. However, let's see how we continue over here. Who deserves the credit? Recent investments in Bajío towards our mice farms has brought into question who should get the credit for the boost in investment. However, opinion seems to split. To where the credit lies in the question most wonder to the owners of the field and the organizers of the harvest, or the ordinary people who work the fields day and night and whose sweat and blood waters the fields. The farmers, the landowners, or somebody else. To be honest, normally I would never go for the landowners, but right now, like they like us so much, and they are here for only we're talking only 2 years, and they're at the edge of extinction, or the extinction of becoming meaningless. So actually, with these nice bonuses for agricultural, military costs, contribution pool, influence, and lower turmoil, I want to keep them for the moment. So that's why they get the credit for 2 years. Here we see we do have a little bit of a revenue problem, but I think we can take some debt, it's okay. Rather, we need to grow also further. Why we have a bureaucratic struggle. Our efforts to pass the elected bureaucrat law have run into several classic bureaucratic hurdles. Debates rage around such lofty matters as the correct shape of the filling cabinets. I think we already have the debuff on bureaucracy going on. Yeah, this will take as long as it takes. I think we're gonna go with this. And increase the chances. I mean, in the end, this is the decisive... Oh, here we're at -1 suddenly. Because the support has went down maybe. And once again, my thesis is that at some point, the closer you get to the start, the slower it grows. So, we can be slow. We're gonna go, this will take as long as it takes, and rather push the success chance. And we have greed is good. Quesos Vila and the industrials of Mexico have delivered the declaration of intent. All industry production to cease until an amenable government is installed. Are you kidding me? A hostile takeover in the simplest terms is when a large company acquires a smaller company against a small company's wishes. To a big enough business, an obstructive government is just another company to be incorporated, except now that business can write all the rules. Just look at the East India Trading Company. Oh my gosh. Send in the jackboots. This is Mexico us, or not the nation, okay? But I think I will, actually, because this is intolerable. I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna rather make them angry for a bit. They are at -20 anyway, so this doesn't matter. The rest is also absolutely in the positive possible range. This is obviously not so nice to have the 5% becoming more radical, but -15% is nice, and we can... I don't wanna... We have the problem here, the growth of the civil war. I don't want to risk it. Here, -5 is nice, +2% become more radical, but we have quite high expenses where we are having struggles over here anyway, so... No, this time we're gonna do it with force. Oh yeah, and you see now, and the radicalism of course has increased again. All over the place, but also here the progress. So once again, I'm not sure, maybe because we went closer to 50%. Interesting to observe. So, yeah, maybe we can... The tool construction is not that important right now. It's the last one left anyways, that's okay. How about our literacy and so forth? We are now cap. Oh, we could get some more out. So the universities are also not coming completely at the wrong timing. So maybe I'm gonna... Why am I actually building 2 over here? So maybe let's postpone some of them. Especially the South Mexican ones, and start here in the north. Also, paper mills, we don't need all of them already. Like, just get 3 out. Just... And here the vineyards also are going to be definitely postponed. So the other things are being preferred. Ah, and we have a... Whoa! Catholic change. They're getting happy and happy again. Now they tell us to, yeah, bang and get good Catholic children. Wonderful. Whistle Stop Tour. Augustin de Iturbe, he was the armed forces, intends to travel across Oaxaca to train to campaign for the Conservative Party. All I intend to do is present myself to the people. I'm just a simple man trying to get our party's message out by the best means available. No, we don't want them to be successful, so... Sorry guys, the Oaxaca Railway can be used, and now we get EBDBO, mass immigration, large enough EBBO from Netherlands to Sinaloa. Where are they coming from? EBBO, West African, okay. So basically, yeah, here. Nice. Where are they going to? Sinaloa, right? Always good to see some more people incoming. Let's just hope that they mingle into a nice Mexican people over time. I mean, we do have the, at least from the state church, stage schools, we have quite good assimilation in the end. And over here, what do we have over here? Yeah, of course, the constant unification of Germany and French Empire. And what has happened? Are they just not mobilized yet, or what? France lost its troops under King Henri de Bourbon, okay. And they're fighting here King Oscar von Hohenzollern, okay. They're quite normal, I would say. I'm quite surprised if anybody's gonna join in over here. Rhineland, Alsace-Lorraine, yeah. If it stays like this looks actually like a normal Frankish-German, Franco-Prussian war. And once again, we had 65 and we're going down. So, I'm still not 100% sure where it's coming from here. That's really nice to see. We have quite a good health system already. Hopefully letting our population even grow further. While our BP is going up, and so is the standard of living again. Nice. I think these changes, it took some time, of course, as there are these huge migration waves, changing the population a lot, but slowly we're adjusting to it, maybe. But we're still having crooked connections. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding elected bureaucrats, Valeriano Caserta of the Intelligentsia has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. A few words in the right ears is all I'm asking for. Everything within the bounds of the law, of course, although I cannot guarantee our opponents in this matter will use such actions with much glee. We have already really slow time to for the enactment time, and they're already terribly angry anyway. So grant him permission. Time is of the essence. I mean, now if we can control somehow this stuff, and maybe at some point it will stop with some luck. Kind of actually happy to push through elected bureaucrats now, since the rest of the country seems to be quite happy about it, and seems to this was a measure that unified everything apart from the industrialists. And once again, we're not aiming to be the industrial superpower down here, we're aiming to be the happy people of Mexico. We shall see. False democracy. Juan Bautista Hinojosa has issued a condemnation of the Mexican electoral system, endorsing abstention from voting in what he calls a sham put on the placate the people. In the dictatorship of the reactionary, of the rich and powerful, obscured from the view of the people by a facade of democracy, the best thing one may do is demonstrate the futility of such a guise, so that the people may be spurred into action regardless of concession. Peaceful anti-electoralism? More radical? What? No. Their supporters aren't voting. Ours certainly are, right? Oh my god, why we only get these events for the Conservative Party. Maybe it's time to... yeah, but still, I don't want a legitimacy drop. It's not that great these days. And also, I don't want unnecessary extra radicals. And this is pretty easy going, right? 5 years, well, but to be honest, there's 10% plus or difference, but I go for this one. I still hope that this won't, yeah, they're getting closer to each other, but still, considering here, oh, yeah, we're on a good way in the election way. By the way, I already planned, saw the time, it was a good moment to end this very episode, since we just came into New Year 1884. Quite excited, of course, what's going to happen. Oh, we can annex El Salvador, and I will, so you see the annexation in the beginning of the next episode. Let me know down in the comments what you think. How are we going to get back on a green track with the industrialists? And once again, if you really know by heart somehow the revolution progress and how this works with more details, let me know, because I don't, and I'm just observing. And yeah, so far we can pacify people with that, but yeah, apart from the revolution, I feel like things are looking very nice these days, and I'm still very optimistic that we can handle it somehow, and that Valeriano Caserta will be doing great as a president if he wins the election again. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments, and most importantly, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you support this one with a like and subscription, since it costs you nothing and makes me very happy. Thank you so much for that. But most importantly, see you next time in the next episode by your Strategy Wolf.